Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. So I am Kenny the Lemur and this is one of my very first speed builds. We will also have other videos on the channel, but for now I'm going to practice with my speed builds because I'm not very good at them, and I was actually surprised that this one came out as fast as it did. I just got Eco Lifestyle. My friend and Maud gifted it to me, so I wanted to give it a try, go through all the build buy stuff, but also do a speed build at the same time, which I didn't think was possible, but it actually turned out really well. So I did 3 different color shipping containers, and I wanted it to be very distinct that, you know, they were 3 different containers. But I also wanted to keep a theme, so I kept with some very warm colors. Try to get the wood colors that are used inside the house all around the same, so you'll see more of that as it goes along. I also wanted like little patio spaces up top for the Sims to have to hang out. Of course, there's like a couple non-functional spaces like that little corner piece. But most of the rooftop space on that first level there is completely functional. This build was play tested. The only part that like they can't get to is actually that very top roof. I tried my darndest to get a ladder up there or stairs or something, and just the diagonal shape would not work, and if I put it inside it just took up too much space, so I kind of nixed that. So like on that little square triangular shape, not square, I decided to put some plants, and then I went into like this thing I have about putting these low-laying yellow flowers into the corners. There's me struggling with the ladder. I thought maybe it was my move objects cheat wasn't working properly, but it wasn't that. So I eventually found something that worked as far as like just using the ladder to get up to the second floor, but I couldn't figure out a way to get up to the top floor, so I just said screw it and just kept going. I just put like a bunch of plants. Later on you'll see me put some turbines and solar panels up there, some other plants besides these low-laying flowers. I think I put some ferns and some other plants up there. I know I put ferns. I don't remember what the other plants are. They're part of the new eco pack. And there's the ferns. If you see any of my other builds, you'll see like there's almost always a fern in there somewhere. That chair does not stay in that place, that first one I placed, because when I play tested it wasn't playable, so I moved it out a little bit and it works. I also replaced these planter boxes that I put in here. I take a few of them out and I put the ones that already had plants in them because I wanted that green feel up there. Those solar panels are the ones that end up going up on the roof. I was initially going to keep them on the ground, but I decided against it. There's the other plants that I put up there. I felt the purple was a nice little contrast. Some more foliage. I wanted it to feel very green, very, well, eco-friendly. I mean, that is the pack that we're working with. There's the turbines. I tried to face them all different directions. Also try to place, like, obviously a lot of this stuff does not stay in the same place as I initially place it, and I'm kind of all over the place because that's just how I am whenever I build. I love these hanging lights from, what is it, Laundry Day? They're so cute. I love the industrial feel of them. That archway does not stay. I use a different one. I also didn't like initially like the layout. It took me a while to get the kitchen just right to where I felt that I was happy with it. Like the fridge obviously doesn't stay in that corner. Over there is actually where I put a pantry. I end up moving this table outside because I was going to do an outside seating area, but then I put it back inside once the kitchen was more furnished. And it actually worked really well. I did this thing over there with like where I do like a coffee bar, and I liked how it came out. And like I said, this is a play-tested functional house, so like you can actually use that kitchen to cook. There's the one counter space. We've got the laundry. No, I did, like, later on, I had to put a laundry basket downstairs because I put one upstairs. You'll see me there, over there. I'm, like, I'm putting stuff there that I'm going to use later. I have a bad habit of doing that, especially if I'm got a space that I haven't decorated yet. I'll just throw some items in there. Okay, I may use those later, and then, like, do that. Like, I was going to keep that archway, and then I'm with the ladder there, and I'm like, that second archway I put also gets taken out because, like I said, I end up putting a pantry there. And so, like, I was worried about those the ladder. So I'm like, okay. And I put all that the laundry day stuff up there. Acts as kind of like a closet area, but also where, like, the Sims can, like, put their stuff. But like I said, I had to put a laundry basket downstairs because I realized that because they carry the basket, apparently, I heard from somebody else, since they carry the basket, they can't carry them down the ladder. So that one up there is just for, like, decoration. I do put one downstairs in the bathroom. There's the planter boxes that already have plants in them, and I got rid of a couple of the others. And I forgot to put those little ones up there that look kind of like vines. I thought they were really cute. Of course, gotta have that little plant behind the chair. The bathroom was a struggle because I'm like, I want to use the new Eco stuff, but at the same time, I don't want it to look weird. I don't particularly care. I love the sink, but I don't particularly care for, like, the other sink and the toilet and the tub's not too bad, but the toilet and the other sink I really didn't care for. It took me a while to also figure out a mirror as well. I save kind of sporadically through here. I'm like a spastic saver unless, of course, I'm streaming, which you can also find me streaming on Twitch a lot. I stream on there like 5 days a week. And so there is the basic layout for the kitchen as well, minus where the pantry goes. I also was like, okay, what new, like I said, I wanted to use as much of the new stuff from the pack. Like, I love this couch and chair set. It's so cute. I would love to have that in a house of my own. I just thought it was adorable. Of course, I also try to work some of the new stations in. Like, I could see the Sim that lives here making their own fizzy drinks and candles. I tried to put some accent pieces on the walls. That one fish scale looking one doesn't stay. I end up taking it down. I also get rid of that dresser because I didn't like that dresser and make, like, my own little thing out of the tiny living dressers. And I actually think it looks better, but that's me. Like, I'm weird like that. I was trying, okay, well, maybe if I do it that way, and then I'm like, oh, wait, no, if I do this, I can make it look like it's really big. And I actually like it. Some people may not. I have a friend who probably would yell at me if she saw me do this. She'd be like, no, you don't do that. What are you doing? Stop. Of course, gotta have curtains because those windows are freaking huge. And then, of course, like, I have to move that stuff because I realized that it was clipping. I do bounce around all over the place, so if you get motion sick, I apologize. But like I said, I was actually really proud of how this build came out because this was my very first speed build. Have to have that sloth painting in there too. Before this, the fastest build I did was like 3 hours. I did this one in probably like an hour and something. So it worked really well, considering I initially wasn't planning on doing it that fast and just, like, speeding it up. Of course, this is sped up, but the fact that the original was like an hour, it was, like, amazing how fast, when I put my mind to it, I really could. Now, this didn't stay. I actually ended up having to redo this terrain paint, but it was very satisfying because I've never been good with the terrain paint, and then I found a method that worked for me, so you get, like, the multi-dimensional color. And of course I was trying to, like, angle those all different ways, and then of course have to put stuff underneath those posts. Can't have it, like, just bare. I do struggle with some things in this. like trying to get it to set. I had to keep going back because I'm like, oh, I forgot this, and then whenever I play tested it, I realized I forgot a trash can and a mailbox, and the mailbox spawned right by the kitchen door, and I was just like, oh crap, I gotta go back, I gotta fix that. And then I realized the terrain paint didn't stay, and I was like, oh, you've got to be kidding me. But I did get it fixed, and it is uploaded to the gallery. I have to have those little ferns. I've got the, oh, and I put the tissue box in the bathroom and in the living room. I put all this stuff, like I wasted so much time putting this stuff on this counter, and then realized I wasn't even going to keep it on that counter. Most of this stuff actually ended up going into the pantry, which is something that probably about 90% of my builds feature is a pantry, because they're so much fun to make. And then right here is where I start building the pantry. I love that little dining set, all the plates and everything. I just think it's so cute. I used it in some other, there's where I put that laundry basket too. But like I said, most of the stuff ends up going into the pantry, with the exception of, I think, like the paper towels, the knives, the cooking silverware, and a dish rack, I believe. Everything else ends up going on the shelves in the pantry. And I add some more stuff. Of course, I went into debug and added some more stuff. I sized some things down if it looked like they wouldn't look really weird. I double checked for clipping, just because I know sometimes that can be an issue. The bread box gave me a hard time between the bread box and the broom set in there, but I finally managed to get it to work. And then of course trying to find a curtain that would stay in front of it and not look awful. Oh, and of course I had to put a cookbook there and some macaroni, because hello, your girl loves pasta. I mean, how can you not? And of course have to have the coffee bags all over the place. Like this would so be my house, like just like coffee bags everywhere. And then of course, you know, so like I was trying to double check everything, put the little walkway to the door. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I think let me just do this, close this pantry off, and I should be done. And it was just like, oh my god, it was such a mess. But like I said, I'm actually very proud of how this one came out. I struggled with this curtain for so long that it's not even funny. Like, it doesn't look that long there, but I swear I felt like I struggled with it for 20 minutes trying to get it to go right where I wanted it to. And it was just like, okay, worth it. It looks so good. It's such a tiny pantry, but it is so good. Of course, it's not functional, but, and then of course I forgot how wide I had to make certain things, because whenever I play test them, I'm like, okay, that didn't work. And then as you can see, the terrain paint got deleted because I don't know why in Strangerville it wouldn't let me save it. So then of course you see me go back and redo all this like sporadic painting. But it was almost therapeutic how like doing the painting. It was so much fun. And I loved the rainbow. But this was my first speed build. You can find it under Kenny the Lemur in the Sims gallery. You could also go under #LemurBuild and it'll be there. So I just wanted to thank you guys and for watching the video, and if you would like to see more Sims content, I stream it 2 days a week on my Twitch, also under the same name, Kenny the Lemur. I also play some other games, so I will see you guys later. Thank you for joining us in the conspiracy. Bye!